Okay, so we're off to the revival in the morning. Tomorrow morning is race day. And, mate, I was expecting this to be done by now.
It nearly is.
We're leaving in the morning to go to revival.
Oh no.
You're not going to give me none of this, you can't rush perfection malarkey today, or are you sulking?
Hi there, welcome to Pop Along RC. In today's video, I'm going to be putting together this Tamiya Super Hotshot. A massive thanks once again to Rochester RC, our race sponsors who got this to us. If you want anything from those guys, discount code POPALONGRC, put that in, you'll get some discount. So the reason for this build, not only have I wanted to build one for a long time, the main reason though is because we've entered ourselves into this year's revival, which is, for those of you that don't know, a huge race where you can race all of the old stuff on. They do it over a weekend, so the Saturday's two-wheel drive and the Sunday is four-wheel drive, which is where we've entered this car. Anyway, without further ado, let's get all these bits and pieces out on the bench and get started.
So let's have a quick look over some of the parts that are kind of jumping out at me here. Do you know what? Look at this. This is, I like this. This is old school. I always remember as a kid saving up my pocket money to get a motor like this so it didn't look like a cheap silver can. So that's really good. We're actually not going to be using that in this build. We're going to be putting a brushless setup in this, but you know what? That's really nice. I do like that. Gear disc bits and pieces here. Oil-filled shocks. Nice little touch. Off we go. It's worth noting that the kit actually comes with ball races, which is good. So if you've never built a Tamiya kit before, it's quite simple. You look down the left hand side, you need one of those, and three of those. So we've got one of those, and three of those, and one of those, and the Tamiya grease, which is here. I always think it's important to do a job properly. You could leave all these little bits of flashing on and stuff, but I think it's important to get them off. You know, we want the edge when we're racing. We want the edge. A little gear in there. The thrust race bearing goes in here. It's quite nicely machined actually. It goes in there. You know, I often find my time sort of panicking a bit, thinking, oh, there's not enough bits. They haven't done it in the factory. They left bits out. They never leave bits out of these Tamiya kits. Not from what not in my experience anyway, to be quite honest. First bit done. Some people find this next bit useful. This bit here. Now I've been online and a lot of people have gone, I can't find it. It's B7 and it's on one of the plastic sprues. It's kind of, here it is, here. And you would have thought that would have been metal as it goes in there, but it ain't, it's plastic. So I hope that helps some people out. So it's literally just a case of screwing the gearbox together now. And we have invested in some Tamiya screwdrivers now because we are tending to build quite a few Tamiya cars now, and the Tamiya screwdrivers seem to fit perfectly with their screw head. I say that, it's not actually... oh, there we go, have to use the bigger one. Yeah, it's all good. Well, that's the first bit done of the Tamiya Super Hotshot. Yeah, looking good. Typically Tamiya. Let's crack on. Okay, so we've now got the two suspension arms. I think these are the rear ones complete, and I've got to get my measuring tools out to do these bits here now. All right, so this is the rear section done, the rear gearbox. I haven't put the motor in yet because we're going to take a 17.5 brushless system out of one of our other cars and stick it in there, and I haven't got around to doing it yet, but there it is, you know. Yeah, it's pretty much done. Quite self-explanatory, these instructions and stuff. So anyway, on what we've got next, we've got the steering uprights by the look of it, so that's the next thing to do. Okay, so I did quite a bit off camera because I didn't want it to get too boring. So we've got all the bits now, the main top of the chassis there, the bottom, the front half, the rear half, and now it's time to put it all together. I don't think there's a lot more to do, but it's definitely time to put it all together. Right, okay, so they're all the bits now on, and it actually resembles a car now. It's actually quite an enjoyable build up to this point. It's not difficult. Yeah, I've quite enjoyed it. All I've got to do is crank these up, and then I think it's the shocks then after that. So having the correct Tamiya screwdrivers made a massive difference. They just fit. I think there was some sort of weird head. I don't know quite why they do it. Maybe it's to sell their wares. I don't know, but it's well worth getting. If you're a regular Tamiya builder, then get the right tools for the job. It has been a lot easier doing this. Right, so shock building time. Let's put these things together. So first of all, we're going for the two-hole piston. This is the front. That goes in like so. One red O-ring, followed by a plastic ring, followed by another red O-ring, followed by a plastic ring. Then the plastic cap goes on. Tighten that up. Put another red O-ring on, followed by a flange nut, but it goes on upside down, that one. I always get the air bubbles out by twisting. Oh no, there they are. Yeah, just give it a little up and down motion, give it a little spin around, and that tends to get most of the air out. That's how I do it, and just leave it to settle. Now I've had some shocks in the past, right, and I can never get them dead without any rebound at all. Watch this, literally. Look at that. Here's one I did earlier. And it feels so good. I am shocked about this shock in a good way. Wow, well done Tamiya. Very, very nice. Right, shocks are done. Time to put them on the car. There they are, on. Also did the roll cage because you have to put the roll cage on before you put the shocks on, by the look of things. So that is now on. So yeah, it's pretty sturdy, plenty of plastic, proper Tamiya style. Try and get some electrics in, I reckon. Right, put the old bottom skid plate on. Yeah, stick that one on, it's all right. Right, it's almost the last part of the build, the iconic Tamiya bumper. See, missed it. What's a Tamiya car without its Tamiya bumper, right? Yeah, don't know how long that will last when we're racing, but still. Right, so the last part of the build, then we'll stick it on and then we're done. But I thought I'd share this bit with you because this is so good. Oh yeah. Look at that. Save the best bit till last.
Okay, so it's pretty much done. I've, for now, just to test it out, stuck on the kit wheels and kit tyres, which are actually pretty nice. They look pretty good, but we're not going to race it like that. We're going to race it with these on. And these wheels here are from a company called JC Racing. Check those guys out because they make a whole range of wheels for iconic cars, and you can put decent tyres on, basically, like these ones here. We're going to be going, because we're going to be racing on grass, we're going to be going with the Schumacher mini spikes rear and the Schumacher mini spikes front, and we're going for the slim ones on here. So there you go, JC Racing products. So there we go, a complete build of the Tamiya Super Hotshot 4-wheel drive buggy. I have to say, I've really enjoyed putting this together. It's gone together really easily, no real hiccups. The paint job that Carl did, well, he did an alright job on that one, didn't he, this time? There's no mistakes in that. He's done quite a nice fade from yellow to white with the red stickers. It looks the business. So keep up to date with what we're doing. If you want to see this car in action, check out our up and coming videos. We're going to be racing this against a load of old classics. Will it win? Maybe, maybe not. But whatever the weather, we're going to have fun trying. So that's it from me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's been useful for some of you. But like I say, follow our journey, like, subscribe, hit the old ding dong bell, and we'll see you soon.